So we talked about this a little bit last night, but it seems like it blew up overnight. The update thing, right?
Playing Mario Kart World for the last 3 weeks has literally been my job, and I've played this more than almost anyone in the world.
Okay.
So when I say I've given this a chance, I'm serious. I have given it a chance, and I just don't think that these intermissions are nearly as fun as the 3-lap tracks. And I just want to explain why. It's not as simple as the driving is not that interesting, I can't do all my shortcuts, so I'm not having fun. It's more complicated than that. Because I'm trying to win these races, right?
Yeah.
So when you consider what is the best strategy on these tracks, most of the time it's to stay in the back, get your coins where it's safe, and usually you'd think this would be risky because the comeback is tough to make. But these intermissions have shortcuts that are so unbelievably big that it is literally just an advantage to be at the back because I'm now guaranteed to be at the front at some point.
Okay.
And you can actually just win a race off of that alone. But of course, this is not true for every single one of these intermissions.
Yeah.
They have varying lengths and varying amounts of shortcuts. But in most cases, the best strategy is still to stay in the back, because if there are not a lot of techniques that the front runners can do to gain a lead away from you, then that means using the comeback mechanics, which is the shock and speed items, right at the end of the race is so unbelievably overpowered.
Right.
And so it's not just that I think it's not very interactive to play these tracks, it's also that the best strategy requires doing a whole lot of nothing for a long time. And you might be thinking, well, if you don't like playing that way, then don't play that way. And that's what I'm trying to do. I picked the 3-lap tracks so that we can get a track where the strategy that people tend to think is more fun, which is, you know, going forward, is actually the best strategy almost all of the time. And when you put me on these intermissions, you're asking me to choose between having fun and winning. And for me, the obvious answer is to just pick one of the 3-lap tracks where I can have fun and try to win. I feel like a well-designed game lives in the place where you can try to have fun and win at the same time. Is that controversial?
Damn.
Playing...
Yeah, like, that's the thing, right, that's, like, a little, like, upsetting is that, like, we here in this call, or, like, even in this chat, don't have to deal with this because we could all get in a lobby together, right, and all play together and play versus races or knockout tour, or whatever. But yeah, if you were to just play online and you just want to do like the fact that you cannot go online with randoms and just choose 3-lap versus, like, I think that's crazy. You have an extremely low chance of doing like 3 laps of a track. If you're just playing online randomly, it's annoying. You know, that's an issue with main Nintendo games. They really lacking options. Yeah, the game is not dying. There is definitely like that's overkill. I feel like people that say that, like, I feel like actively damage the conversation. Saying the game is dying is a strong word. I just think the word dying just is a little bit extreme because most people are still going to be playing the game in some way or another, right? But it is a bad update. I mean, I'm 100% with y'all that I agree that is 100% like a stupid thing, and Nintendo should have the option for you to choose, hey, do you want to do online 3-lap versus, or do you want to do online intermission, or both? You should be able to have an option of like this, or both. Or just go on online versus, I can press plus, and then I can choose, ooh, do I feel like doing intermission, or do I feel like doing a 3-lap track? That's it. It should just be that. I don't understand why for online, it's not the same way it is offline. Because or in lobbies. Because when you're in, like, the way it's done in friend lobbies, I think is perfect. Where, like, when we pick versus, then we all have a choice. Hey, do we want to do this? Everybody can choose, and good luck, right? I don't even think there needs to be. It doesn't need to be separated. It could just be the same way it is in friend lobbies. Yeah, I did see Japanese folks are even mad about the update. I mean, yeah, no, I understand. Like I said, it's not a good update, right? High tier rooms, courses with mid sections were simply considered uninteresting. Many people chose the random selection. However, this update, even choosing random select, there's not a high chance of getting a course with the mid section, so a lot of people are complaining. Yeah. Which makes sense. But I don't see Nintendo not fixing this in the first issue, in the first major update they do. I feel like it's a big enough thing that I don't think they're gonna patch it in, but I think it's gonna be part of an update. I think so. I don't think it'll be patched. I think this will be part of like a 2.0 update where they add stuff to the game and then they say like, now you can play in 3-lap versus if you want. But I do think they want you to play the way they want it for the first month, you know? But we'll see. You think that Nintendo is kind of a big bug in their eyes to adjust the courses? That's the thing is like, it's so weird. It's really weird, man. Because like, the things what makes me confused, and I wish I could talk to like a Nintendo dev. What confuses me is like the things they do in this game sometimes feel like active choices, right? Like the Spectator thing feels like an active choice where they're like, we want it to be you just like at first, you know? The intermission thing, it looks like, you know, they saw then that why is everyone picking random? Let's mitigate people picking random and just make it so that now random picks all of intermission as well and random courses. They didn't look at people picking random as, hey, they're trying to get away from intermissions. I feel like they took it as like, oh, maybe they just don't like being limited to the 3-course selection. Let's just make everything included. I genuinely think the Spectator mode is quite literally the reason that I quit out of games if I'm out of frame 1. Because like as a streamer, I don't want to sit there for like 10 minutes plus of a knockout through waiting for something to happen, especially if I can't at least watch my friend, you know? Like when we're playing in a group, right? The fact that I can't, you know, put the camera on Aru freaking out, or put the camera on Penny, or put the camera on Bear, like seeing all the different people, you know, it would be fun. I get the idea is to focus on who's winning, but I mean, let me spectate other people. That's like, that's game 101. I don't even understand what the fucking point of that. Imagine if you were playing like Splatoon and you were forced to watch the guy that had the most kills on the team only. I saw a good tweet that says Nintendo prioritizes creative freedom over the consumer. Like even if the vision is asked, they will follow up with that vision. Yeah, that's true too. Again, it was a big enough thing that when I was going in most lobbies, I was seeing people pick random. Like clearly it was at least like this game isn't small or anything. Like this is a game that's blowing up on TikTok, Instagram Reels, all these apps where I see people posting viral. Like even yesterday I saw a viral, you know, Instagram reel talking about the change that they made to online. So this isn't like something that it's like a small sphere of Twitter is saying. Like this is something that like is going everywhere. They could add extra battle modes, 3-lap mode, trackers, music player, extra characters, NPCs, costume stuff that should have been here before. Yeah, I agree with that. Now, granted, I still wish. See, here's the thing, right? Just, you know, to add a little bit of more of Sonic Racing to the conversation. It's like that's the one thing I'm really happy about Sonic Racing is like they've laid out at least their DLC plan. Whereas with Mario Kart, I don't know what the plan is. Like, are we gonna go a year with like no update? Is this a game that's gonna be getting packs like every month or two? Like what's happening? They're so quiet about like how they're handling the roadmap. Like there isn't even any dev interviews that are talking about like DLC. The most we have is them saying we'll consider 200cc in the future. But there's nothing saying, hey, we're considering more NPCs, considering more character additions, you know, considering this or that. Like, I don't know, man. And again, we know the game's $80, so are they gonna charge DLC right away? Are they gonna wait? Like, it's crazy, man. And that's the thing is, like, I believe Mario Kart's gonna get updates, but also, like, I don't know. I see a world where they don't update it. Nintendo's fucking weird. I literally could see a world where they don't update this game for like 2 years and then we randomly get updates. But I'm praying that they do. Nintendo's gotten more secretive, even more than Wii U and Switch 1 days. That's how there isn't even a roadmap for current games. Yeah, it does suck for the people that want to play like regular matches online and are shit out of luck if they want to play like 3-lap trucks, you know? So it's basically learn the free roamer. Not. I'm praying that in a month or two, I think the first direct will be a sign of what they're doing with Mario Kart World, you know? Or maybe it'll be a Twitter thing or something, but I think the next direct will be an indication of whether this game is going to have a roadmap or constant updates or not, because I still want to know, like, how are they going to handle DLC maps? Are they going to be a new island in the open world? Is it going to be like a side DLC island? Are you going to be able to explore those tracks? Are you going to be individual tracks? After what they said about why they didn't have Zelda characters and Animal Crossing and Splatoon, I don't even know if like we're going to get crossover stuff early on. Maybe that'll come down the line, but hopefully we get a Donkey Kong Bonanza pack and Kid Pauline, DK gets some new skins. Yeah, they'll probably make like DLC Island or something. Give it till next year. But yeah, I don't know. I could see a world where this game doesn't get the updates till like the holiday or next year, and they just sell this game. Nintendo really is an enigma, bro. They really are the funniest company. Bro, right when you think you're good at predicting them and predicting what they're gonna do, fucking random. Something random spawns, some random idea spawns. It's fucking crazy. They're wild, you know? They need to add content for every aspect of the game, including free roam and knockout. Yeah, my hopes are, look, 1, for free roam, just add a tracker. Just 1 tracker, right? 2, add new carts. I love the carts in the game, but new ones would be cool because the designs of them are cool. But I can live with them taking a while for carts. More costumes, just because costumes are cool. I understand the costumes take a lot more work than just a costume because they all have like unique trick animations based on the costumes they put. But come on, I need y'all to lock in. I just want a roadmap. I just want to know that, hey, expect an update every few months. You're asking a lot of our billion-dollar company. That's true. Or again, it's Nintendo. They could say fuck you. Peace out.